Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, February 5th, and on Wednesdays it's garbage day as well as I go to women's Bible study coffee break at my church. Abby this morning had a peanut butter and jam sandwich. She had the um, jam that I got here. Oh, the Saskatoon berry jam, which tastes like molasses, and peanut butter. So we used up the last of the peanut butter yesterday that was opened. Um, see how look how clean. I'm gonna wash it out. I'm gonna use it for some storage, some dry goods storage, maybe rice or whatever. Because I get big things of it, so I like to have small bits in my cupboards, but the big things in my garage. And then I took out because we were out of smooth open, so I brought this down from the cupboard way up there. Um, that and then the chunky. So this is the last of the chunky. So finally, using up the peanut butter that I bought literally a few years ago on sale for like $2. I just opened this one up, and if you could see here, the date. It says 2017. Perfectly fine, not rancid. See, the thing with peanut butter is that the peanuts could go rancid because of the oils in it. It's not rancid. So even 3 years after the date, because it says May 2017, this will be used up in the next few weeks. So I took that one down, and this one is still sealed, but it's also from 2017 June. So I have one peanut butter, another one that's from 2018, and then one from 2019 of the smooth. But I have no more crunchy. My husband likes crunchy. So we're finally down at one point so I'll show you what like I've done it with my cupboards. So see here, I've listed each shelf what is on the shelf. So before I did this with my cupboards, things get pushed back. I redid my kitchen, I guess it's now 5 years now, to have these cupboards, which is great that they're nice and deep. They hold my stuff. But things get pushed back. It's 2 feet deep. So my arms can barely touch the stuff and back, and it's floor to ceiling, so they go all the way to the ceiling, which is great. Maximize my storage. But I need to know what's on the shelves because I'm short. As you can see, there's like 3 shelves taller than my head. So I write on all my cupboards what should be on there. See, on that one. And so that it helps me know what's on there before I have to climb on my stool to go see what's up there. But about last summer, when I was doing a low spend month, I was inventorying what was open. I had 4 jars of peanut butter open because my daughter would open up a peanut butter, couldn't find a peanut butter, so she went and grabbed another one. But she wasn't grabbing, at that time, I wasn't rotating it as well. So she's been grabbing the newest ones, not the oldest ones. So I haven't bought peanut butter probably in now 2 years. I got a really good deal when they were on sale, and I kept on buying them. But we've been using them, and we hadn't been using them as much as we used to. But lately, we have been doing a lot more Chinese dishes with peanut butter in them, and my family's been enjoying that. So I think that will be continuing. But I just thought I would share with you, like, just because something is a date, it doesn't mean it's bad. It's a sell by date. Even though if it might write written on it best before, it doesn't mean it's best before. It just means it's a sell by date. It's usually a date a year and a half, 2 years after production. And it's what the stores, they can't have it necessarily on the shelves past that date. Doesn't mean it's gone bad. Certain things have, the only things in Canada that have those are true best by dates. Baby formula, baby food, and like protein supplements, like like a nutritional supplements. Those ones have true best by dates. Everything else is subject. Like when you have milk or yogurt, If it's a couple days past the date on it, if it hasn't been open, well, definitely if it hasn't been open, it's 99% chance still fine because they're guessing at what point it'll go bad. But if it's not been opened, there's no air getting to it. So there's no chance of it making it bad. Once it's opened, yes, of course, use it within a few days or whatever, because it just means the timestamp, the life expectancy of whatever it is limited if it's past due. If it's not past due, the life expectancy of it is longer. If, it's just fresher. So just wanted to share that with you. It's noon, so I had coffee break. We had snack and coffee there. I have not done anything for lunch yet. Just try to get Abby down to see if she can eat something. We might have the leftover Chinese stuff today that I made last night. For lunch, that's my goal, my plan. But and then I'm right now just starting to make the potato ham soup. So I'm gonna go start peeling potatoes and get that going so that it's all ready before I have to leave. So I have a meeting tonight for the food cover, an AGM. So that's what I'm doing today. So I've peeled some potatoes, and let's see, there's the peels, and I diced them. I did about half this bag, so probably about 5 pounds of potatoes. And now I'm going to go chop up some onions and carrot and celery to put that in the pot and get that going. And this I just chopped up a couple celery stalks. And then I've got these 4 small, they're very small onions. I'm going to chop them up. If you have bigger onions, you use bigger onions. Just chop them up and put them in the pot. So I have like 3 small, like see they're about the size of my hand, carrots. These ones are yellow carrots. I have them from a farm box that I got. So I'm going to use them up. Just dice them in for the pot. And there they are, chopped up. Doesn't have to be pretty, as I'm going to be pureeing it, or at least mashing most of it up in the soup. So there you have it. I'm just going to fill that up with some chicken stock, some bouillon, some water. I have a jar of frozen stock that I'll put in there as well. So I just covered it up with water, so it's like about up to my knuckle here of water. I do have this frozen stock, but it's not quite defrosted yet to come out. So I don't want to shock the glass in hot water. I'm going to put some 4 garlic. See, my garlic is starting to sprout. Just whole in there. As well as some chicken bouillon powder. Not too much, because I'm going to be putting ham in here afterwards. And ham is salty. So, stir that up. Throw in some pepper. So I just put in some freshly ground pepper. And I'm going to just let this come to a boil to cook the vegetables. In the meantime, I'm going to go chop up some leftover ham to put in this. This pot is going to be at least 2 suppers easily, because this pot holds probably about 10 liters. So that's a good, nice soup. And I'm just going to be pureeing that till like a chunky bit. So, and then throw in the ham. And this is the ham that I froze from last week or the week before. I don't know if I'll use the whole amount of this. I'm just going to chop it up anyways and put in a bowl. And then, see, it's like, it'd be at least 2, maybe 3 cups of ham chopped up. And I just heated up some of the leftover Szechuan chicken noodle dish, sesame chicken noodle dish, the one with the thin noodles. There's still some more of this in the fridge. Abby is not up yet. She's still resting. So I'm going to have this because I'm getting hungry just making supper tonight. Here's all the ham that I chopped up. I'm going to save that for when the soup is done and I puree it, and I'm going to put this in and reheat it. And Abby's going to finish off this batch of the noodles from last night for lunch. So here is the soup done. So everything is cooked. I turned off the stove. Now I'm going to use my immersion blender. Make sure I'm not going to in here. Don't want my cord in there. Oh, I gotta plug it into there. It popped out. Just get the cord. It's a very long cord. I don't want it in there. Now, just gonna stir. I don't know if I want completely smooth, but some chunks are fine. See, there's just some chunks. Now I'm going to put the ham in there. I'm going to put the ham in there and put that on simmer because I don't necessarily need it to boil, but I wanted to get some of this ham flavor, the saltiness of the ham in the soup. And get that stirred in there and heated through. So I just added a bit of pepper because I tasted it, needed a little bit of something. I'm just going to stir that in. And now I just have this on simmer on low to bring the ham pieces to the temperature and release some of the saltiness from the ham in here. At this point, if you wanted to add cream or milk or sour cream, you could. My kids will probably top it up with some cheese on their bowls if they want. I'm just going to take a spoon and taste, see what it needs. Yum. I think it's perfect as it is. You could add more garlic if you want to. I'm just going to bring it and make sure it's just down to low. And then we have that ham pieces. That is supper tonight. So I'm just going to let that cool. Once I bring it to simmer for half an hour, I'm going to turn it off and let it cool, and then put it in the fridge so that we can have it later. Depends on what time my family gets home, and then they'll have it. They might have a grilled cheese sandwich with it. They might not, but it's a healthy meal and cheap. So in total, this whole pot costs about $4. This pot will feed my family at least 2 meals. because it's using leftover ham. I mean, the most expensive thing would be the ham, but if you're using ham you've already cooked, you can kind of figure out the portions of it. I'm guessing about $2 worth of ham in here. The potatoes cost maybe $1, and another $1 for the few carrots, a bit of celery, a couple things of celery, garlic, and the seasonings and the bouillon. I mean, this container of bouillon, I paid $6, $7, and I use like what, a tablespoon of it, and it's a kilogram. So, like, this lasts forever, like months. So, you guys just, this is a good, healthy meal. You can make it dairy free without, like what I did here. You can add dairy to it if you really want to top it up with some cheese. That would probably add an extra $1 or $2 to the whole pot. So, yummy.